Good morning. How you doing with what you have? That's my question for you to challenge you today. How are you doing with what you have? You know, one of the reasons we generally can't answer that very well is because we haven't taken time to do inventory of what we do have. You know, I shared a couple of weeks ago about diamonds in our own backyard relating to relationships and wonderful opportunities that are surrounding us at all times. But you know what's really interesting is when you really take the time to do inventory of what you have. And you know, the scriptures are pretty clear. As you do well with a little, much more will be added to you. But you know, sometimes we're adding so much more to ourselves and never doing well with what we have. So I want to challenge you today about doing well with what you have. But first, your challenge is this. Take inventory today. Just take a little tablet out. I hope it's your journal. But the reality is that whatever it is, take a piece of paper and write down maybe the top 5 things that are absolutely important to you, that you're working on, that you're trying to achieve. I'm not talking about the day-to-day work. That's a big picture. But I'm talking about the things that you really have in relationship of areas in your life that you want to make better. Because all of us want our life to be better, no matter how good it gets. You want to continue to grow and to become more abundant, more happier, and more joyful, and more healthy, and more beautiful, and whatever else it might be. But you need to take inventory. So today, the challenge I have for you is this. What do you have? What do you have already? Not what are you going to get? What do you have already? What are you working on already that maybe you set aside and you're going to get to it later, but you're going after something else again? Have you ever done that? I know I have. I'm here to tell you that I'm probably the number one that goes after more and more. And then one day, you know, I'll be in my journal and I'll hear the Spirit say to me, hey, let's take inventory. And so I then begin to write down the inventory possibly, and I'll show you how I do it. The relationship, I'll start with the top. How am I doing in my spiritual walk? Is there anything that a book that I'm looking to read, you know, a study, a course, more time in spiritual time, a weekend retreat? What am I missing that I put aside in my inventory? Then I'll go to my physical, and I'll say, you know, am I working on my exercise program and I'm nutrition? Where am I missing that area? Then I'll go into obviously immediately into my wife. What area in my wife's goals or desires of making that relationship better? What am I missing? What piece of inventory am I not doing well with? Because remember, I asked you the question from the beginning. How are you doing with what you have? Then I'll go into my family, but then I'll go into my work. And that becomes such a broad spectrum, so I have to narrow it down. What are the top 3 projects, or what are the top 3 hot issues that I need to address? What are the 3 top dates that are coming up that need work on projects or speaking engagements or whatever I might be doing? And so I line up all the inventory, and then I get a real cold shower. I get a wake-up call, because then next to that I put my calendar, and there for some reason I can't fit all of what I already have into the little bit of time that I do have. Have you been there and done that? Well, with that, at least gives you a priority ability to kind of take a look and say, wow, I have all this, but I'm still chasing more, but I can't even take what I have once I take inventory to fit into the time that I have. And you know, we've been talking about time, so it must be an important message that God keeps bringing to our morning sessions of inspiration. So today, your challenge is this. Take inventory of the good things and the good projects that you've gotten, that you have started, that you want to start, that you've put aside into the garage, into the attic, into the basement of your mind and your soul and your spirit. Bring them out and take inventory. Then prioritize them, meaning be sure that the list has all the important elements of the roles of your life. Then the second thing is to take the highest priorities of things, whether it's time sensitive, whether it's relational sensitive, whether it's health sensitive, whatever it is, put them in, and then start to plug them into what time you have in a week. in a month. Not trying to do all of it at once. And then you're going to see and you're going to hear that voice come from within you when you've done that. Well done. Good and faithful servant. Well done. Because you've done well with the gifts you already have, the projects you already have. Take the challenge today. Take the challenge to do inventory and ask yourself, how well am I doing with what I have? No condemnation, no beating yourself up, no, put downs. Just start and reset and renew today. Have a beautiful day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Share this. Don't forget, share it. The button's right there. Just hit that button and share it for so many others. And give me your comments as well. Have a beautiful day.